Okay, so I guess we can have an interactive session for it. I think this is where the webinar is about the future jobs with AI. And I'm really passionate to share this information with all of you. So, what is going in the current affair of the job market, international job market, and here in India, and how you have to be prepared for it. So, good evening. I'm Anukriti. I'm the founder of Scale Up Squad, and we've been training students for almost 2 years. I definitely work on international level and plus national level a little bit, but usually I have USA clients. So it's wonderful to see you all here. And there is one thing we can do here. If you have any questions, you can please raise up your hand or something like that. Or maybe you can write a question while in your chat box. Okay. I hope I'm clear. You can give me a thumbs up as well. I hope it's works for you. Yeah, that's great. So, how many of you are excited to know about the future jobs with AI? I think everybody knows AI is going to take over. It's already taking over, right? So, I'm going to share a few details as well. Anyone? Okay, I think you must be using few tools like AI tools, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, great. So, let's start the presentation. I just share my screen. Is my screen is visible? I hope so. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So why Skill Up Squad? Why we are here? So basically, definitely all of you wanted to get awareness, and we are our first thing is that we all are here to. I would really wanted to generate awareness. What is going to be the next future jobs, and it has already started. The revolution has already started. Okay, and I because why I know about this because I've already started training students related to that. Okay, so here is the next. Okay, so let's see about we have let's always talk about the survey. We always take survey whenever we wanted to take some any initiative, whether it is national or international level. We always take a survey. So if you read this, you will get to know that on LinkedIn itself, there is a 20%, a kind of a rise of job search, and lot of in the international market we can see Americans are there on LinkedIn. They really wanted to switch their jobs, and this is a recent survey. This was a recent article was shared. So it says that on 2022 and 2023 was the year of AI. Definitely we have seen chat gtp, we have seen google bard, we have come up a lot of AI tools which have really revolutionized the marketing and sales. A lot of things have come up with. Okay, so that does mean that there's something is going to change in the job market. And recently there are few AI startups have come up. So why we are saying that? Because we have associated with NASCOM, we are connected with the startups. I've been the part of Startup Mahakumbh, so we all know that what are the technology and advancements are coming up. Okay, so if you're thinking that these jobs, whatever we are thinking about the human resources, and if we think about IT professionals, we think about a lot of segment of pharma industry. It has already revolutionized, it's already changing. There are in even the AI tools have come up in the CDM, like clinical data management, when we talk about the pharma industry itself. Okay. And this year, when we talk about GDP of India on education, it's 6%. Earlier, it was 3.5%. But now they have doubled it. And now they're concentrating on these areas, how it's going to boom. Okay. So, is there any? So, let's have an interactive session, right? So, what is your viewpoint like when you read this? Because 70% it says the job market is going to change. Like whatever it was there 20 years ago, the job description, what we are studying, courses, and all that is going to change. Does anybody have any view on it? Anyone? Any one line? Okay. So I guess this year, 2024, and coming up years for till 2028, we are looking forward toward the talent itself. So you need to have that talent to survive in the future job market. It doesn't matter whether you are first year student, second year student, third year student, even though if you're going for a good internship, whether you're going for a scholarship, definitely it has an impact on it. Okay. I hope I'm clear. At least I can get one thumbs up. Okay. Okay. So now recently, if anybody would like to understand that why mentioned, why did I mention about the human resources? Okay, so this is a recent post. If I would say that this is Mr. Chetan Inda. He's like one of our team members. We've been there. So he has worked on one AI tools. Okay, he has been a part of an AI tool which is called Calify. Okay, Calify.ai. So he's been working and now he's being associated with the international market. Like when you say here, we can read out the BPOs and he's been interacting and he's been designing a AI tool for him. Now this what is going to do is going to reduce 40% recruiters. Okay, in the future coming up with the next 6 months. Okay, it's a huge impact. Okay, so it means that if a company, if any multinational company needs 4 recruiter, now they might need 2 recruiters. So AI has already come and taken over. So you have to be much more mindful that when you are coming up and moving towards for any internship or for any job market, you're looking forward to it. So this is what is the recent what is happening right here. So it also mentions that digital transformation is happening. Okay. India has tied up with a lot of companies. When we see this year budget as well, the AI has also taken over a good amount of budget. Okay. So this is the revolution is already taking place. And if we are aware of it right now, definitely you all must be thinking that, okay, the questions does come like, okay, where to go and what internship will be good. Initially, we look for that, okay, how much the stipend I will get, XYZ. We will be keep on thinking about it. But right now, if you really think over, the job description itself is changing. So always remember right now that whenever you're going for any internship or any kind of future jobs, you have to make sure that AI tools are the next. So please equip yourself with any of the recent AI tools you're coming up with that. Am I clear? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's move to the next. So is there is a problem, right? Definitely. Now I have mentioned all these points here. Definitely there will be, we are talking about the problem. Okay. So what is the problem? AI has come up. We knew 2 years back, ChatGPT was there. Lot of things were there. What is the problem here? Okay. So the problem is that when we take the survey, when we we've been taking surveys all over the colleges. We have taken about Delhi, we have been Kerala, because we are pan India, like we're moving around India. So when we take survey, so what is the student's point of view? So I'm going to share it with you all, and then we're going to discuss on that. Okay. So there is a problem. I think everybody knows that this is a problem where we are doing some courses and we don't know that what is going to be the future prospect and which AI tool will going to work for us to enhance a good stipend or maybe a good profile or maybe a good package for us. Everybody wants a good package. Definitely, right? Everybody wants a good package. So we need to be really aware of it. So let's discuss the problem first. Okay. So when we this question has come up on the survey, so it was like insufficient skill in the job market. Okay. Students are facing this issue that there are few skills which is like we are not able to adapt, and there are been a lot of rejections they are handling, and few corporate companies definitely are looking forward, as I've just mentioned that recently advancement happened, that 40% less recruiter, and because they've already worked on AI tools. This is one job description I'm talking about. Future AI is going to come taking over the IT department as well, and pharma as well. So it doesn't matter what field you are coming from, you need to aware of the artificial intelligence prospect everywhere. Whether you are taking like the science background, IT background, now these thing itself has changed. Arts, humanities, everything. Even the research will be taken over by AI. I've seen a lot of research papers on AI. I mean, the people are using AI for that. Okay, so here we are saying insufficient skill job market. They're saying that we are not able to get. I have seen students, they're not able to take internships. They're not able to adapt that which internship should be taken care of. Okay, there is a learning prospect. Please make sure that if it's a process, try to learn few AI tools, try to grasp it, try to just have a hands on it. Okay, so always remember it's a 60%, so you have to start equipping yourself with a lot of AI. Okay, so when we talk about, okay, so many students have mentioned that there's a tough competition in job market. It is almost 84%. It has just increased drastically from 50% to 84% in just 6 months when we were taking survey all over Pan India. Okay. Uh, the major shift has come up that the people who were on IT field, they were all working on a lot of coding itself. Uh, Data science is taken over on that. People who have equipped themselves with data science and doing masters in data science or something like that, they started doing coding. And this is a sudden I would say a transformation, because coding was earlier done by IT professionals. Okay, they were known for that. People want was I think whether you will always agree, because the last years they were so excited about coding. Everybody wants to learn coding. Okay, like, okay, how we will should do coding, we will get a good job, we will get Microsoft, we will go, I mean, many things were there. That was a lot of craze in social media as well. So now what is happening? The data science, whose background is coming from any field, maybe it's somewhere from hotel management has done it and he wants to do data science. Now this person is doing data science and machine learning. Okay. So there is a huge shift in the job market itself. Understand that there is a tough competition. Okay. What we have to be clear of, that what path we're going to say. I'm just giving an example of data science. Okay, because definitely people are all around working on AI and they're working on digital aspects. I've just given an example. If you do a research work, if you start doing, because our team always work on research and we always talk about tally and analysis and then we talk about. Okay, so always remember the competition is there. Everywhere it is there, every field is there. Okay, you have to do the research work, that which AI tools have come up on your field and how to equip yourself to compete. You will be competing so many thousands and lakh of people. Why will they choose you? There are 100 applications on LinkedIn lined up. Okay, why will they choose you? There should be something in you, they should choose you. Okay, let's move to the next. Okay, so there was one more phase where student wanted to talk about, okay, building a professional brand, okay, and a resume. Okay, I don't know how it was. So there was a huge maybe you can say in my team they were talking about why they're talking about professional brand. We are just, I mean, students have their resume, they have they usually share, uh, and it's depend upon some kind of analytics, they've been filtered and all that things were there earlier. Now there is a human involvement because people are working on emotional intelligence. There is a science have come up like on deep tech, okay, which is going to be the future. Okay, a deep tech. I would say I really would like to suggest you all to search, research about it. What is deep tech? If anybody knows, please do share insight with me right now here as well. I would love to hear, and definitely I would love to hear any one of you. I'm really excited to hear that. Okay, so building a professional brand and resume has taken over 94%. The first question is students must be thinking where how the LinkedIn profile should be, so that my profile should be filtered first, right? The biggest question is there. right? Everybody is going to LinkedIn and are like, okay, somebody should, I should do something where my profile will be selected. And the second thing is everyone has done the traditional way. They have uploaded their resume on LinkedIn, and they think somehow a recruiter will come and, choose me. Everybody thinks like that, if I am not wrong. Okay. So, okay. So, what is the solution for that? The first thing is that you start first putting a professional picture on your LinkedIn profile. The first thing tip I can only give it to you right now here. I have seen a lot of students putting, some random pictures. See, I understand social media has a different aspect, but when you are in LinkedIn, you are interacting with the world forum. On LinkedIn, when I go to my profile, there are a lot of CEOs and founders are all across the world, the startup founders and everywhere. And if I put some other kind of random picture, my profile will go in some other way. Okay, so always remember, I'm just going to give you one tip here. If you're talking about, let's talk about a professional brand, it starts with your picture. Okay, always remember that. Okay, second. Okay, so we think about resume. Okay, so it has only 20% success rate. The resume has only 20% success rate. Anybody would like to share something about it? Why I'm saying that?
Because of ATS?
Okay, very good. Anybody else? Okay. So the first thing, really, it's very important. We think that a resume is anyways, it has to be ATS filtered and everything. One, this task is there. What is the next 80% what we are thinking of? You have sent the resume, it got filtered, 500 people have applied for it. Okay, fine, you come under like around 100 people. Then what the next thing the recruiter will do? Anyway, cafe is coming up now. They already started filtering the recruiter job itself. Half they've already done it. And now imagine they're dealing with BPOs. Imagine how many BPOs are there across the India now. That already has happened. Now here it is, what the question is, if resume has 20% success rate, what should we do different that our profile should be coming up in the top set? Everybody wants that. I think competition is already there. You all must be thinking about, I definitely want this internship. I definitely want a top internship, that really lift up my profile, that I should add in my resume, right? Okay. So the next 80%, wow, what I'm talking about, which is very important here, is tailored communication for the job in today's world. The emotional intelligence is coming up. See, always remember, half of the task now coding is done by AI. Everything is going to move to AI. Everything is have already been set. India is already ready. Okay. Now, what is a different aspect you will showcase, which is going to make you more competitive in the next coming up world, which is tailored communication. Everybody cannot do that. It does have 80%. Okay. That needs emotional intelligence. That needs deep learning. It's a deep tech. You can't replace human brain. We are the one who created AI. Always remember. Okay. So what does you mean by like that? This is the word tailored communication. What do you mean by that? Anyone? Just think about for a while. Or maybe you can just do a Google search and can let me know. I can wait. Just think for a while. What do you mean by tailored communication? Okay. So when we talk about tailored communication, for example, you are going for a job description. You have applied for the job description. Okay. And when interview has come up, like any interview I have attended recently, I've also got a lot of questions on that. That, ma'am, what should we speak that within 5 minutes I should be the one who can create an impression? If you hear the top founders and CEO, they say that we don't hire people who needs job. It's like that. If you think like that, just think about that. They always mention, I think if you hear about Zomato founders also, they say that I think it's not that one person, it's all the founders and all the startups and all the big companies and now HR also. They think like that one thing. They don't hire those people who actually applying for the job. They hire those people who doesn't ask for the job. And this is how they mentioned regarding to tailored communication. The one tip I can give you here is about tailored communication is non-verbal communication will be really impactful. There are few people who create somehow an impression with their post. Okay. And it's not a random post, it's related to the job description post. Okay. I have seen many students who are coming from IITs, IIM, and what they do, they create a post. Okay. On related to what job description they're applying for, they post it and they tag those people, those HRs. I can give you one tip here. Okay. That's what they do. They do something extraordinary. Okay, if you wanted to really work on, and you really wanted to get filtered, they do some extra work on LinkedIn itself. Here on LinkedIn, you will be you will be having an interaction with across all over the world. Why we are thinking small, that let's talk about small companies and let's interact with the HR, let's get to, we are following HRs, we are looking forward there, okay, any opening has come. I think I am correct. If I'm not wrong, I think you all will agree. Doesn't we do that? Like, oh my god, any opening will come, we will just apply on that. Yes, yes or no? At least say yes or no. At least I should get the idea whether yes or no. Yes, okay. Okay, just a second. Okay. So definitely it's a very important asset. This is the one thing we do. So one thing I would really like to suggest, as I have mentioned, create a post related to what is your passion related to, what are you learning right now, and is there any something new research has come up related to your job description you're trying for, or maybe an internship for. Okay, think about it. So this tip I can give you right now here. Okay, so the future jobs with AI, it's now we are going to talk about that. What is that initiative India has come up and what we are doing right now on that. So this is very important here. Please remember that definitely you need to have a current affair knowledge. Okay, you always need a current affair knowledge and international level of knowledge. One more thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about this national news, and it is 3 days back. Okay, as I said that my team always work on research and analysis, and then we create the posters, everything. So I think you would have heard about this company Nvidia. Okay, Nvidia is already ready to invest in India. And 4 days back, who is the CEO of Nvidia? Can anybody Google search and tell me what happened in this event 4 days back? Anybody would like to share? It's just 3 to 4 days back it happened. Okay, Mr. Jason is the CEO, and he met Mr. Prime Minister Modi. Okay, he had envisioned that India is the next, future AI hub. Okay, and the cabinet has already approved that India's AI mission for $1.2 billion. Already, it's been done. So why you think this news was there in 3 4 days back? Because India is already ready to transform the job market to AI. And if we see, Nvidia is already rapidly growing market, AI market in India, and they have already predicted the exponential growth. You can see the dollars, 168.5 billion from 22 to to 2023. And this is 3 days back news, which I'm sharing with you. India is already a big market for the lot of international companies, and India has already transformed it into it, and they have already taken initiative. The budget has already been granted by the cabinet. So you think why it is happening. So when we read current affairs, it doesn't mean that we are only want a government job. We always go to current affairs so that we can take action according to it. What was the latest news on the market? What was the startup? What was the thing happened? Latest technology has come up. That is why I always encourage my students to please read the current affairs. What has come up, right? So it is a very small post which I'm sharing with you. But always remember, this is one of the now. This is I mean, this company is working on a digital atmosphere itself. I mean, it is a new tech. They have a new knowledge, and they're thinking about what about the telecom recruit. Definitely, telecom will be an impact because if you have a phone, then only you can access to their you know tools. So they are already ready with it. Okay, so think about it. What is the current affair is happening and how you are going to adapt your actions to the future market. Okay, let's talk about the international news. What has happened? So Singapore has also taken, if I'm not wrong, you know that Singapore PISA ranking is at the top. Okay, now PISA is Program for International Student Assessment. So Finland and Singapore is always the top. Okay, they hit the top rank in PISA. So what Singapore has also done, they are also working on the budget for AI. They started this parliament session recently last month in I think March. Yes. What they have done, they have created a budget for AI. They started training people on AI tools because they know that more than if you can read also here, they wanted to train them so that they can sustain in the job market. Okay. So this is what transformation journey of AI is going to happen, and it is still happening. And you can see, I'm talking about the 6th March. I think their budget was, yeah, that is the time the budget was launched for the Singapore. So if you're talking about the international job market as well, so you have to be keep on reading news and you have to keep be ready for what is going to be the next challenge. Okay. So, okay, so this is Mr. Ravi Kaikan. He's the NASCOM advisor and he's the global marketing head of United We Care. And he's also advisor for the Slip Squad and he's been always guiding us. So he has always make point that the recent tech, what has come, I think you would have seen also in the Calify.ai, he's the part of it. And then people are discussing about the new tech and new knowledge about it, how it's going to change the job market in the industry. So always remember that there are aspects of the startups as well. Whichever is in the demand, they're going to take over. Okay, if you are wanted to creator also, if you wanted to be a creator or you wanted to create something, think about something related to artificial intelligence. What you have, what if you create something? Be a creator. We read books, we have thousands of courses. We The first point here is that we take courses to get a better job. Always we this is the I think the revolution has been continuing for the past 20 years that we should do this course so we will get that better job. Okay, what if we do this 1 month course, we might get a better stipend, or we might get a better package. Okay, so this thing I would really want to recommend you, that start thinking of creating something. Okay, start creating something of your own. And also I would also mention, create a post if you have created something on LinkedIn. Okay, just one more tip, because I'm talking about now the game changer in 2024 and 2028. Now, whoever is the creator, whoever in your field, if you're studying something also and you have your own point of view, why don't you share it? Please do share it. Okay, so this is only you can be a game changer till the next 4 years. Okay, now one thing is here, that public speaking with AI. Okay. Public speaking is a big challenge. 75% of the population of the world in US and India including, they are going through glossophobia. Like it's very hard to face a camera. It is very hard to talk in front of a big population or like a crowd. Definitely, I think everybody will be agree. It does need a lot of guts, right? So I guess definitely everybody must be thinking about that, right? Why it is public speaking with AI. This is the future. This is where you will be working on your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence cannot be expressed through your work, it can only be spoken of. Okay. Emotional intelligence is the main future of your, whatever course you're doing. If you're studying some courses, you have to speak up about it. Okay. It is very important. And why I'm asking with AI, for public speaking, there's the first biggest challenge where we find the script. Okay, what should we say? No biggest thing, like, okay, there should be some screen or something should be there. We should just speak up. I think most of, I think we agree. Where should we get that script, right? So basically, you have to be working on your task piece and practice. You have to create a aspect that you need to be having a task base, like create a task for yourself. Why don't I take a script or maybe a topic and start talking in front of a camera, or maybe start talking first in front of a mirror and see how just record yourself also 1 minute, see how your speech is going to be. Okay, so this one tip I can give you on that. So I wanted to mention about the statistics itself. Okay, so why I was saying, glossophobia and all. So let's talk about why it is an impact of the job market itself. So you can see fear of public speaking increase the risk of career damage by 15%. Okay, 70% of America report have presentation anxiety. Recently, one report has come up. Not a report; it was an actual experience of one of our people who are, some colleague, I think, from my husband's place, and I think they were sharing that, this person has fainted while giving the presentation. He could not take the test, and they have 20 years of experience in the company. Okay, so you can see that how the anxiety is working and how you have to overcome with that. Okay. Now, 34% public speakers think that running away due to fear of public speaking. So I just want to have one, question here. How many of you actually agree with this statistics? Give me a thumbs up, or you can say something. Anyone? So all of you agree with this statistic? So it means 74 people are suffering from glossophobia, I think, which is the speech anxiety. I think that is correct. So I guess that is where people do go through with a lot of anxiety issues. And we really need to overcome if we really need to survive in the next upcoming job market. Okay. Okay. Now the publishing skill. There is one thing I talked about, tailored communication. And publishing skill is very important. And it's with AI. Okay. So tailored communication means that what I've just mentioned and gave you the tip that time, that you have to be related to according to a job description. You have to write something, and that's come under publishing skills. You have to have the clarity of what you are writing, okay, and on why you are writing, and how you are the one, your perspective should be listened. Your why and how should be very clear when you're writing a publishing something, or maybe a book also. I'm not saying only the article or any post. What if you write a book as well, or anything like that? Your viewpoint should be very important in that way. The clarity should be there. If you have a tailored communication, people will see. If you're writing random things about, this person said this thing, and you don't have your own viewpoint, I won't say that that makes sense. Because if you're sharing a post, and if you say something, give your viewpoint, then only it will show your impact. That, okay, this person is a critical thinker, or maybe this person has, emotional intelligence. He can relate to this post and share something on a viewpoint. I think you must be seeing on LinkedIn, people start writing about one post. I really agree. I should start commenting on sharing a post with a small heading that, this is I agree. And when they write about it, it's been shared by all over the world. Okay. Imagine you're sitting at one place and you're interacting with all over the world. Okay. So please think about always whenever you're writing that. Okay. Okay. Now let's come to the other job field with sales, marketing, IT, pharma, animation with AI. Animation is future for why? Because of the marketing aspect. Because marketing, like right now, the small If I see the entrepreneurs who are having shops nearby, now they are also moving to the digital platform. Earlier it was not there, but now they really need it because they really need sales and marketing in that. Okay, pharma has to handle a lot of clinical data. Okay, you must have heard about when COVID happened, a lot of clinical trials were there. How will they record? Now AI is slowly coming up into. And when I speak about IT, I already have mentioned that, companies have already started coming in. They have already started investing, and India has already taken initiative on that. Okay. So this is where you have to make sure whichever field you are going to, whichever aspect you're moving on to, you need to tailor your communication. I have just gave you a be brief about the tailored communication. I hope I'm clear about it. Okay. And then only you will get a hike, any hike in talent or something like that. Recent years, they were just 5% hike, or there were a lot of issues were there in the global market itself. But people have sustained, people have created something in the recent times. And they started working on it. And it really impacted in the international job market. And India has also become at the third rank for the startups. Earlier it was not there, now it is. Okay. Now career focus, definitely you need to be relevant to the job market. I hope everybody should be clear about it. When you are studying any topic, when you're studying something in your college, or when you're moving for masters or anything, people have went to US and Australia, they have studied, they have come back, they have opened up their company, but they're still lacking with their uh, operation skills of their companies. I have few like I have met people who wanted to collaborate with other people that, I'm not good in operations or something like that. See, when you're studying something, you have to be relevant to the job market. If you have to start something, if you're studying something, please make sure that if I have to handle that position, think like a boss. For example, if you are a boss of some project, what will you do to make that project successful? You have to be very clear about it. Start taking action on related to that. So if you're focusing about the career of related to job, please make sure you start taking action right now. Whether it is your post, whether it is your descriptions, whether you are creating a professional profile or anything like that. Am I clear? Yes? Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, I'm clear. Okay. Just a second. Yeah. So I think I'm clear. Let's move to the next. Okay. So is anybody there to have a 1 week challenge here? I wanted to. Can you see me?
Yes, you're.
Yes.
Yes, we can see you now.
Okay, fine. Okay. So who really have an interest, please tell me to have a 1 week challenge here for their profile. Who I've just mentioned a lot of points here. Let me do the stop sharing part. Is there anyone who's ready?
Ready for what?
Ready to take a challenge on you building up your profile. Let's, for an example, for your LinkedIn itself. Have you all thought of your profile, like whatever I have shared? Okay, now let's talk about any questions you have related to what I have shared. Oh my God, no questions. Everything was clear? Yes. Okay. So at least please share any key points which you're going to take over and you're going to start working on it. Any one thing which you really liked about this presentation and you really want to take action on it, and which is very important right now. Because we have shared a lot of insight of international job market and national job market. We have also shared about current affairs. Just think for a while. Is there anything which was not clear or something like that? You can ask me those questions and anything like that. And why I was asking you to take challenge, because see, when you take a challenge right now, if you take it right now, it's better. And if you're waiting for somebody that thinking about that, what will happen to my career and asking to my questions, I think that is a different aspect. Rather than you start taking action, start creating up, building up whatever the point is which I have told you, and start creating in a challenging way within week and start putting up into your profile. I hope I'm clear with that. Yes. I hope I didn't scare you all. Yeah. Okay. So I just have one request. Ram, can you please share that link in the chat box? Yes. Can you please have a okay? Whoever wants to take up this challenge, okay, like for building up your profile or something, can fill this form. Okay, because I feel that if you really have that challenging spirit, you can do that. You can start working on right now itself. Okay, and we are like there's a point where people do not get those key points. They don't. Nobody taught us. Now I work with a lot of international founders and we have projects, but nobody taught me that, and nobody will tell me also. It was my initiative who started with, and I've never started in my masters. I've never started in my college. Okay. And I was really excited for Venkatesh College because one more reason that my brother was from here. Like he studied 1 year and then he went to US. So I was like, okay, I should really interact with Venkatesh College students. It's really fun to have them. I already had sessions with Crorimal College and Aurobindo College, but I was quite more excited for this college as well because I think this college has 2 tennis court. So it was really nice. So if you have anything, please, if you would interested in challenge, you can have it. Okay. So there is one thing. How was this session? Ram, can you please share the review link for them? Yeah. So please do go to this link and please share the review. How was your this experience of this webinar? Okay, it will be really nice to know how is it, and it's wonderful to we might can interact in further in future. If you need anything, I'm already on LinkedIn. You can come and reach out to me. I have a lot of students coming up to me from other colleges. I do help them. Okay, because we are the one who always make sure that you all being guided well. So I've just shared this presentation with you. Whatever the insight, whatever you liked it, please share in the review. It will really help me to work on myself as I hope it had made an impact so I can make impact for other students as well. Okay, so have a honest feedback and please do write it. Is there any questions in the last time I would like to ask about? If you really need something, which any slide or anything you really wanted to know more detail about it, please ask. Yashika, is there anyone, if you know anyone, if you have yourself any question, you can please let me know right now.
No doubt, ma'am. It was a great session.
Okay. Okay, that's great. So I would just say that please share your reviews. It was really nice talking to you. I hope I made an impact to all of you. And thank you so much. Have fun and enjoy your college life, I would say. Thank you so much.